Welcome to the Arattupuzha Pooram, one of the oldest temple festivals of the world. Year after year, thousands throng to Arattupuzha, a small village in Thrissur district, to celebrate the Arattupuzha Pooram. It has been 1,400 years since the inception of the Pooram, but the fervour, devotion and passion of the celebrations have not waned. The Pooram, celebrated in the Malayalam month of Meenam, lasts for a period of 7 days and is considered to be the meeting of gods. Believers say that at this conclave, 33 crore gods and goddesses and other divine beings who find mention in the Hindu mythology gather. Known as the mother of all Poorams, as many as 23 deities from different temples in Thrissur participate in this festival. Thriprayar, who leads the Pooram festival, is the main deity of the Thriprayar temple. Festivities for the Pooram begin with the Kodiyettam or flag hoisting ceremony. The same ritual takes place in each of the participating temples as well. At Arattupuzha, the Kodiyettam takes place on Mageram asterism, and for this, the trunk of an areca palm tree is chiselled to perfection and decorated well before being used as the flagstaff. This marks the beginning of the Pooram festival. The very first ritual held is the Pooram Porapada, or the announcement of Pooram. Lord Shastha arrives on an elephant's back, sans decoration, with the accompaniment of Kuttuvilakka to the border of the village to announce the festival. The submission of the Tiruvayudam, or holy weapon, is one of the main ceremonies. Specially made and decorated bows, arrows, swords and shields are submitted before Lord Shastha. The procession of the Lord continues with the accompaniment of these weapons. Another important ritual held is the Thiruvadira Velakku. It is held on the very next day of the Kodiyettam. Held early in the morning, Lord Shastha is accompanied by caparisoned elephants for this ritual. The main attraction of the Thiruvadira Velakku is the elaborate musical ensemble conducted in accordance with tradition. Detailed Keli recitation will be followed by Kumbupatta, Kuralpatta and finally ends with Panjari Melam, the traditional Kerala orchestra. In the following days, Lord Shastha goes visiting the neighbouring temples. According to the tradition, many other ceremonies are held in the participating temples. The Chalukiral and Kurukkan Kuluthile Arata of Thriprayar are some among them. Pooram is held on the eve of the Pooram day. It starts by 6 p.m. The major crowd puller of Pooram is the musical ensemble led by 150 musicians. The goddess of Urakam, accompanied by Melam and a grand Thottipal by Panjavadyam, arrives for the Pooram. Around midnight, Lord Shasta sets off for the procession to other temples. On the day of Pooram, Lord Shasta returns to the Arattupuzha Temple at 4 p.m. in the evening, and pujas and other rituals follow his arrival. At dusk, the Thrissur sets out for the Pooram by crossing the river, and the Lord, who soon will be the leading deity of the Pooram, will be welcomed with love and devotion by the devotees. The journey of Thevar for Arattupuzha Pooram is one of the most beautiful of the spectacles of the Pooram festivities. After the daily rituals, Lord Shasta sets out again for the Pooram festival by around 6 p.m. in the evening. Then, Panjari Melam, the percussion orchestra, which showcases the performance of around 250 gifted artists, takes place. This particular percussion performance is regionally known as Shastavinde Melam. Once the Melam ends, Lord Shasta goes to the paddy fields in search of Thrissur Thevar. When the Lord returns from the paddy fields, he positions himself in the Nilabadu Thara, or the ground in which Pooram takes place, as a host of the Pooram festivities. Processions of other gods and goddesses join Lord Shasta in the Nilabadu Thara. Thrissur Thevar, who leads the Pooram, arrives at midnight. He arrives with the accompaniment of 11 elephants and the Panjavadyam. Later, when he proceeds for Pooram, the percussion changes to Pandi Melam, and 10 more tuskers join the troop. After this, gods and goddesses assemble with the accompaniment of 71 elephants. This conclave of gods and goddesses is known as Kootiyanellippa and is one of the grand spectacles of the Arattupuzha Pooram. During the course of Melam, around 2 in the morning, Aratta or holy bath ritual begins at the nearby river Ghat. Popularly known as Mandaram Kadava Aratta, this is one of the last important rituals held as part of the Pooram festival. Pisharikal Bhagavati is the first deity to perform Aratta, followed by other goddesses. It can be said that there is no other Aratta festival where deities and worshippers in such numerous numbers take part together in a ceremonial bath. The musical ensemble continues till sunrise. When Thriprayar Thevar starts off for Aratta, Arattupuzha Shasta accompanies him. The last ceremony is the circumambulation. After this, the deities depart. Known as Upacharam Chollal, or the leave-taking ceremony by the gods and goddesses, the ritual is done by the elephants, who symbolically bid adieu by raising their trunks. The number of salutes is different for different deities. The goddess of Orakkam and Cherapa and the Thriprayar Thevar will be accompanied by Lord Shasta till the paddy fields. Gramabali or blessing ceremony takes place on the day of Aratta. It is believed that Lord Shasta travels across the length and breadth of the village and showers his blessing and promise to save the villagers. The festival concludes with the return of Lord Shasta to the temple Sanctum Sanctorum. Thus ends the year's Pooram celebration with the Kodiyarakkam, or dismounting of the flag.